Unit number 5, game theory. We are going to see some basic terminologies in the game theory. The first one we tell it as payoff matrix. The gain resulting from a game is presented in the form of a table is called payoff matrix. A payoff matrix consists of m rows and n columns, where m is number of strategy of the first player and n is a number of strategy of the second player. See your example is a payoff matrix of the player A and player B. So player A has 1, 2, 3. Okay. So number of strategy of first player we tell it as M. M is nothing but a row. Okay. So so player A has the 1, 2, 3 rows. So he has 3 strategy, where player B has 1, 2, 3, 4. They have a 4 strategy. They can have a negative value. They can have completely positive value. That is no problem for the payoff matrix. Now, player A and this player B, the same thing. Here example number 1. Example number 1, the player A choose the first strategy and player B chooses second strategy. Okay. So player A choose the first strategy, player B choose the second strategy. So when A and the first strategy and second strategy, you can see this value will be 8. Okay. So the 8 is the income for player A, and player B pay the 8 rupees to the player A. Now, if player A choose the third strategy and player B choose the second strategy, you can see this value as minus 9. Minus 9 means it is for player A it is a loss, and for player B it will be a gain of 9 rupees. So that is an example number 2. Say player A choose a third strategy and player B choose a second strategy. Then player A loss of 9 unit and player B gains of 9 unit. So this is a payoff matrix. Now we are going to see what is strategy, or classified into 2 types. One is called pure strategy and mixed strategy. Pure strategy is a decision of a player to always select the same strategy. He will have only one fixed strategy. He will follow that one. That we tell it as a pure strategy. Mixed strategy is a decision of the player to select more than one strategy with a fixed probability. That we tell it as mixed strategy. Next we are going to see the next terminology. We tell it as value of the game. What is value of the game? Is expected gain to a player. We tell it as a value of the game. The other way we can say the pay of the saddle point is called as a value of the game. For a player, what gain he gets, that we tell it as a value of the game. Next terminology we are going to see is saddle point. A saddle point of a payoff matrix is the position in the payoff matrix where the maximum of the row minima coincide with the minimum of the column maximum. That we tell it as a saddle point. I'm telling again, the maximum of a row minima coincide with the minimum of the column maxima. We tell it as a saddle point. Now what is called max min, or we tell it as mini max. So what is max min? Identify the minimum element of each row, then find the maximum of those entries is known as max min. Mini max. Identify the maximum element of each column, then find the minimum of those entries is known as mini max. Next, note number 1. So, first one, mini max is equal to max min. Then saddle point exists. The value of the game is equal to mini max or max min. Note number 2. If mini max is not equal to max min, then no saddle point exists. Note number 3. Max min is equal to mini max, then its pure strategies are called as optimum strategies. Note number 4. Usually, max min will be less than or equal to value of the game, less than or equal to mini max. Note number 5. The max min is equal to mini max is equal to 0. Both the value is 0 means the game is said to be a fair game. Then note number 6. The max min is equal to mini max, then game is strictly determinable game. These are the notes which are used for your games. Now, game with a saddle point you're going to see. Solve the following game with whose payoff matrix is given by. So the first player A, this is player B. Player A have 4 strategy, player B have 5 strategies. Okay. So the step number 1. See the step number 1, select the minimum element in each row and select the maximum element in column. So the step number 1 is what? You have to find the row minimum. Row minimum, you see in this row 93180, which is a minimum value, 0 is a minimum value. The second strategy, you see the minimum value, 4 is a minimum value. Then step number 3, what is the minimum value? 2 is a minimum value. Then the fourth strategy, what's a minimum value? 1 is a minimum value. Okay. So we have done with the row minimum. Next you have to do with the column maximum. So what is column maximum? You have to find the this is column. Okay. In this column 9625, what's the maximum value? 9 is a maximum value. 3, 5, 4, 6, what's the maximum value? 6 is a maximum value. And here 4 is a maximum value. Here 8 is a maximum value. Here the 8 is a maximum value. Now in row minimum you have to find maximum. That is 4 is a maximum here. In column maximum you have to find the minimum value. That is 4 is a minimum value. Now you see step number 2 is find out the element of max min and mini max. So in a row minimum you have to find maximum value, that is 4. So the max min is nothing but 4. In a column maximum the minimum value is what? 4. So in mini max is equal to 4. So now max min is equal to mini max is equal to 4. So the value of the game is nothing but the saddle point. So the value of the game is 4, and this game is also called as strictly determinable game. Thank you.